Tonight you die.
Guess what time it is? It's time for a podcast. What do you think? What do you think time was? You think it was Halloween? Fuck that shit. People are talking today. All right, welcome to Mijigadog cast. What is this? 5?
Oh shit, are we starting? I don't have my pants on yet, though.
Well, I expect professional etiquette for people like you, and you won't fucking show up with your pants on. How are we supposed to take it seriously around here?
I don't know, it's not my fault that you're a fucking hard ass.
No, yeah, I suppose it isn't. Okay.
So yeah, welcome to Mijigadog. My name is Johnny,
Ahmad.
and he's a loser, so this is our Halloween special. I hope you enjoyed the music in the beginning episode, because I worked so hard on it. Actually, I'm not the one who worked on it.
He didn't work on it at all. He worked on ripping it.
Well, I edited it, so it could be scarier.
Wait. I want
Because it was a
Spooky Skeletons Avi dubstep, but
I don't like dubsteps, and
I don't either,
And-
but that song's great. That song's like great in the worst way.
yeah, it's so like soccer mom-ish.
I've never heard dubstep described the way. You're gonna have to explain that to me.
No, I'm talking about Spooky Skeletons.
Oh yeah, well it's like a 1950 song or something.
No, it's like 1990s.
Oh, what the fuck? It sounds really old.
Not really. I mean, maybe it's a little quality, but it's
Well, that was
it's,
probably
it's a
the point.
90s song. It's Disney, so you know it's not going to
What was
be
that
anything.
in? I know it was a Disney thing, but I'm not sure. I don't remember what.
I think it was just a separate CD, and then they used it in something.
Huh.
I don't know.
That's something. I always wanted to say that one Mickey Mouse short where you switch brains with some monster, but I know it wasn't in that.
Well, I don't watch stuff like that because I'm not a loser like
That
you.
was from like, you're the one who likes Disney.
Not really. Well,
Yes.
Yes and no.
You like it more than me, at least.
Oh, I guess, but not really more than anyone else, really. It just depends.
Well, everybody likes Disney. It's Disney.
Well, kinda, I guess. I don't fucking know. Anyway, we have shit to talk about. I want to talk about Pokemon Origins real quick.
Mm-hmm. We have other
Because...
Pokemon-related news, so that fits perfectly, so go for it. I have not seen...
God! It's fucking great! I love it so much.
I have not seen it yet, except for like a few clips. And it's always the two everybody talks about where the Squirtle bites Charmander and
Yeah.
Charmander's just like screaming.
And in the most horrifying way possible.
And it's
But
just like, wow,
that's
this
not
is...
what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
I
Alright,
want
what?
to talk about Giovanni.
Giov-
Holy fuck, they did right this time. I mean,
Okay.
The subtitles were kind of off, really. I didn't really have emotion. I didn't really...
Well, from what I've seen, there's like 5 different fucking groups subtitling it. And some of them, like, didn't know what the hell a Pokemon was, so they just kept in the Japanese names.
Yeah, and,
From what
and
I've heard.
that was for everything. Every Pokemon had their Japanese name, which...
It
yeah,
sucks.
so it was annoying. And it was not even just that. It was the towns. It was everything else. It was just fucking annoying.
Oh, that sucks even more.
Yeah, but I was able to deal with it simply because, holy fuck, it's a good. I watch it as a movie, in a sense, because they put
Right.
the 4 episodes together into this sort of movie-ish. But yeah, Giovanni, he kind of acts as a sort of proxy for the for older players, those who grew up with the first and second generations, and by this point, we're adults or we're, teenagers, and, Pokemon is sort of that thing that we're no longer interested in as much, or if you do, it's more of a competitive spirit rather than...
Oh, you mean in general? I'm like, well, there's us.
Well,
We're still interested in Pokemon.
yeah, but what I mean is that back then Pokemon used to be that as a kid used to be that exploration spirit. Like Pikachu used to be so cool, and if you caught one, it was always that cool thing. But nowadays Pikachu is fucking worthless. I mean, in a competitive way. But back then you caught a Pikachu, you were considered the fucking Pokemon master.
Because like competitive Pokemon wasn't like a thing back then.
Yeah, and yeah,
And
and Giovanni sort of shows that in a sense in this, at least towards the end. Um,
all right.
and the whole series is just wonderful. I mean, I wish they had gone further with it. Maybe show Red, finally, reaching up to Mew, but.
Nah.
Well, no. See, in a way, it would have been interesting to see what they could have done with that.
Well, all right, but it's all about the journey. So
Exactly.
like, they just wanted to, because I know from what I obviously, since it's based on the original games, he beats the whole thing and becomes the new champion.
Yeah, yeah.
And so that's just a good place to stop, in my opinion.
Well, actually, they went further with Mewtwo.
Oh, they actually got into that? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and but then you see Mew flying outside his window, and I'm thinking, what they could have done is like right before he fights Mew, just end it there. That would have been like and let the player figure out what happens. That would have just been the perfect ending. But it ended very well too, with him catching, Mewtwo.
Like I said, I have not seen it. I'm waiting for. I think the English release is supposed to come out this month. Sorry, November.
Yeah, November is.
Yeah, because I wanted to watch it with a friend, and we were like, let's both wait. So that's why I haven't seen it, even though it's like everywhere on the internet right now. But can you tell me, like, I can't really judge it from like the bits I've seen, obviously. So like, how goes the animation? We're talking.
Good.
Okay, good.
I don't give a fuck what people will say about this, but here's the thing. All right, here's the thing.
Okay.
I understand that back then Pokemon didn't really have a large budget with its animation.
Mm-hmm.
But Jesus fucking Christ, that animation was terrible back then. I mean, it was just awful. But this is just balls better in every single way. I mean, it's perfect, really. It really, I mean, you see some 3D here and there, but it's forgivable.
Well, I mean, a lot of shows use 3D.
Yeah,
it's not a new thing.
But that's still no excuse.
To cheat for some things.
It's still no excuse, but who cares?
It's a viable cheat. I'm not gonna give him shit for it.
Oh yeah, me neither. I'm just pointing out
if you're on a schedule and you need to get shit done, then it's fine.
Yeah, but I'm not giving them shit about it. I'm just pointing out that hey, you could still see the 3D pretty obviously. But the point is, it's all still very good, and it's way better than the original anime. But just
which is still going
by miles. Wait, what?
It's still going, right? The original.
Yeah, the original show is still going.
Jesus.
Unfortunately, it's retarded by this point, or at least repetitive.
It's been like, as far as I've heard, Ash has been like 10 for like what? How many shows? How many the years? The show's been out since like 1997.
I heard he's 11 now.
Wow. Wait, what the fuck? Does that mean that entire show takes place within a year?
Apparently.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know, it's stupid as shit. The whole show is stupid.
If I remember right, it takes them like forever to walk across the whole goddamn region, so how the hell is it like a year?
Because Ash is a timeless character who can never grow up. Because...
I mean, I understand why he's like that, because...
I'm not saying I agree with it, I'm just pointing out the stupidity of the...
I don't understand anymore.
People are stupid, Ahmad. There you go.
Well, kids are stupid.
Everyone's
kids
stupid.
Aren't stupid.
I'm the only smart
person. I thought
person.
Pokemon was a shit when I was a kid, and I was a stupid kid.
So yeah, vaginas. Yeah, is that it?
Wait, one last thing. Okay, so I've never read much manga, but I did read the Pokemon Red and Blue manga, and that shit's fucking like brutal. Because there's shit where like Pokemon get like cut in half and shit like that during fights. It actually died. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So how brutal is Origins?
Beyond the whole screaming Charmander scene. Now,
and then that one where Charizard punches Blastoise in the face and Blastoise just doesn't care.
Well, yeah, Blastoise is like, excuse me, I thought I felt something. But he ends up killing him, or not killing, but defeating him. There are no deaths beyond. Oh, I think the only brutal thing would be the off-screen death of what's the name? What's that Pokemon's name? You know, the one that Team Rocket killed in the first game.
Oh, Cuba.
Yes, but the mother. It's like Maro something.
Oh, Marowak or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
I
but
should know this. How did I forget?
well, I should know this either because I played the fuck out of the first gen games. So as a kid, um, but yeah, it shows an off-screen death. And it's actually kind of violent sounding. And it shows that Team Rocket is not all silly. Thank God,
Wow.
Jesse and James.
Are Jesse and James in it?
No, but Jesse and James, they're funny, but
But no.
all right, so we're back. Sorry, guys. Amar had to go kill some ants because he's totally stupid and he can't figure out when to do his shit before.
Why would you say that? Cut that whole part out. Anyway.
No, I gotta tell everyone how dumb you are and how fat and ugly and
Why would we? Why wouldn't you just cut that out and just skip to where we were talking?
well, that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh.
Dummy. But yeah.
Anyway,
But he had to go kill some ants because he's stupid and dumb and he can't do stuff before the show because he's dumb and ugly.
Yep.
And he's... but, anyway. Growth by fart, anyway. So, what the hell were we talking about?
Pookman. You said there wasn't any Jesse and James.
Yeah, they're not in there, which is good in this context.
Okay.
So, and Team Rocket's actually insidious. They're actually...
That's actually shocking.
Yeah, they're actually intimidating this time around. I mean...
Because I forgot they used to be.
Yeah. I mean, well... the mooks are still kind of weak.
Oh.
But when you reach... when he reaches Giovanni in the company at that big city, he gets his ass handed to him. Or, Red does.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what? He beats Giovanni?
Hell no. See, that would have been a very bad thing. But he acts with this actual destruction rather than just being like, oh, it's a clean fight.
Jesus.
So it's really fucking cool. I mean, it's nothing major, but it's damn cool.
Alright. I'm hyped for this. I can't wait for it to come out. When's it coming out in America? The 4th, right?
I think it's the 22nd, actually. I don't remember. I got it to see it before you did. I'm not a loser.
Enjoy in English.
Johnny's not a
probably
loser.
Have a shit dub.
Johnny's not a... Oh, I'm sorry.
Who the hell is dubbing it? I swear to God, if it's like 4Kids. Who? Is 4Kids still dubbing Pokemon?
No,
I actually don't even know.
It's the Pokemon Company.
Oh, they just do it themselves? Thank you.
But they're bad at it.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, they're not much better than 4Kids, but...
But then again, it's really hard to be as terrible as 4Kids.
Fair enough. Anyway, but also there's a Pokemon detective game coming out.
Yep.
Wait.
Which I guess it's a mystery game, apparently. And this is just the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen come out of Pokemon.
I'm not hyped for it at all.
I don't know much about it, aside from it's gonna be apparently based on that motion capture face thing technology of that Pikachu from a while back, and the really creepy looking Pikachu.
I'm still not hyped for it. If anything, that turns me off.
I'm interested because I never thought there would be a fucking Pokemon mystery game.
Well,
like,
hold on.
what could that be about?
You're wrong.
Pokemon murder mystery?
You're wrong. Because there actually wasn't one before. It was called Mystery Dungeon.
But it wasn't about a mystery. It was about you talking to stupid animals.
You're stupid and an animal. In
The
bed.
game's shit. The game is like Babby's first roguelike. One thing that caught my attention about is that apparently the villain is like a blue Pikachu that talks.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I'm not gonna bother.
This sounds like a fan character.
It sounds like a really bad fan fiction. It honestly does.
Jeez.
So I'm not hyped for it. I think it's...
I'm curious. I'm just curious because I just want to know what the mystery is. Like, what is it? Like, to figure out who stole Pokemon or some shit? Like, what?
Uh,
Sherlock Holmes
I
Pokemon.
don't know. It's something retarded, I guess.
Christopher Nolan's Pokemon.
Christopher Nolan is a
written by
big dummy.
written by David S. Goyer. Directed by Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder is a Christopher Nolan.
So good? That's not true.
Uh, Zack Snyder is a George Lucas.
There we go.
Uh,
He can make shit look good, but he doesn't know anything about writing anything.
Walt Disney is a Fantasia. Am I doing it right?
So pretentious.
Uh, Kodak is a Motorola.
Okay, you lost me there.
I've been lost for the last 5 minutes, so.
Does Motorola still make cameras? I've just labeled them as a phone company.
Wasn't even with the made cameras. I just assumed they made
Did
phones.
they make? I could have sworn they did, or maybe I'm mistaken for another company.
Maybe you are.
Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I'm thinking about Canon. Canon makes
Yeah,
cameras.
Canon makes cameras and very good ones too.
Okay.
So anyway, also Kodak sucks. Anyway,
I don't know shit about cameras.
Kodak
I'm not a
cameras are kind of
photographer,
shitty these days.
Oh boy.
It's like you got two choices: Nikon or Canon.
Well, Kodak is more interested in, like, as far as I know, in like the quick snap
Yeah,
family
but
portrait bullshit.
but I'm still like I'm in terms of quality.
Go to CVS, get that shit. Yeah, you're not gonna buy like a. Well, I mean, you're not really gonna buy like a fucking professional Canon.
No, but that's
family
not
portrait.
the point. The point is that like quality wise, and like in any case, Canon and Nikon are still better because I have this Kodak camera and it's pure garbage.
Well, that's like the old debate, like which is better, Canon or Nikon. We're probably saying that shit wrong.
I don't
Probably
give a
like
shit.
I think it's Nikon.
I mean,
Whatever.
I mean, both of them are good. I mean, but I mean, I only
But when you have two good things, people are bound to argue about it,
yeah. So I mean,
even if they're
I
not too
lean
different.
towards more Nikon, but I'm not like oh Canon sucks because you're an idiot if you think that.
My cousin is a wedding photographer, and I think he uses Canons.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
He's a loser then.
Yeah, we're getting like way out the fucking point. The thing about this fucking Pikachu game is that the last time I remember like being interested in a Pikachu game where Pikachu was the main focus was like fucking Hey You Pikachu, and that game's garbage.
I remember as a kid enjoying it, but as a kid. So don't quote me on that.
I remember being mad at it as a kid and still being mad at it now, because like I don't know if it was just me, but my fucking mic never worked.
It worked for me.
Or he
but
would just do
see,
shit that I didn't tell him. He would just do shit that I didn't tell him to do, or just do nothing.
See, here's the thing. It worked for me, but I think it's only because I was a stupid kid. And I think I was a little bit autistic, so.
Don't use that word. It's becoming a buzzword. I don't like that.
I don't care. What are they going to do? Sue us? Beep.
Yes.
We're sorry, but this channel has now been disabled.
What was I gonna say? Dude, the one time I've ever laughed at, like, one of the very few times I've ever laughed at, like, an IGN review that wasn't about how bad the review was like, there was a review they did of Hey You Pikachu, like, obviously a long time ago, and, like, the part, in the beginning of the game, you have to, like, talk to Professor Oak to test how the mic works or something like, no, you have Professor Oak monitors you while you talk to the Pikachu for the first time. And then, so the guy reviewing it was like, I'm going to test this. So what you're supposed to do is just say nice things. Or just say, like, come here, or hi, or whatever. And then, so he just says, like, every terrible word he can think of. Like, destruction, or genocide, or, like, a bunch of swear words. And then fucking Professor Oak's like, good job! Pikachu can tell you have a good heart.
I hate Jews. Good job.
That game was not well designed.
Not really, no, but as a kid, you know, growing up in that generation, you're not going to give a fuck.
Like the that's the weird thing. What the hell's the deal with, like, them trying to, like, shove focus on Pikachu and it's always shitty? Like,
because
Pokemon Channel, watching TV, the video game.
Because money. Because Pikachu sells.
But I don't even think those things sold very well.
Well, then I don't know. Maybe because kids are stupid, and maybe.
I guess. I never met a kid who's like, oh yeah, Pokemon fucking channel. No, like,
Well, that was
I
one
already have.
game, dude. You
Everybody
have to
owns Pokemon
understand. Like,
channels. It's
Hey You
called fucking
Pikachu actually did
TV.
pretty well, from what I've heard.
Hey, you Pikachu. Yeah, that probably did work. Cause like, who doesn't want to talk to Pikachu? That was back when the Pokemon boom was like huge and it's just starting up. But like, Pokemon channel was like 2004 or something like that.
Actually,
Like,
no. I think it was earlier than that, dude.
no, it 2004. It's on the GameCube. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh no, you
Maybe
don't. Because maybe you're
2003, but yeah,
stupid.
2004.
I'm gonna say 2003. So,
Yeah, it
so
probably is right now.
Pokemon Channel.
Channel. I
Ha!
remember
I was
renting
right.
it.
2003.
Whatever. I remember renting it from Blockbuster in like 2004. So that's probably why I think it came out in 2004. I don't know. I don't know why the hell I rented that game.
Because you were a retarded butt.
Because I like saw on the shelf and I was just like, what the hell is Pokemon Channel? Because I remember seeing an ad for it. But the ad doesn't tell you exactly what you do in it, so I didn't realize how fucking boring it would be. And that was before I had like, and that was before I knew what like an IGN was, or like a review site to tell me how terrible it is.
Yeah. But
On to other games. Watch Dogs delayed.
I don't care. Final Fantasy.
No, Watch Dogs. Who the fuck doesn't care about Watch? Everybody likes Watch
I've
Dogs.
never
Everybody's
heard
like,
of it.
yeah, Watch Dogs.
I lied. I have.
I was gonna say, like, what the fuck? I remember you telling me about it when it was announced.
I'm kind of out of it.
To be honest, I haven't paid too much attention to it either, but that's mainly more just because there's been so many fucking games coming out, and I just like can't keep track.
I mean, I honestly don't remember a single thing.
It's a fucking cool game where it's the Grand Theft Auto, but you're a hacker, and it's awesome. Actually, no, it's more like Assassin's Creed set now, if that makes like any sense.
Well, I completely forgot about it.
It's just a big city kind of shit game. Yeah, I don't know. I was interested in it because the first when I first saw it, I thought I was like, oh, it's probably just gonna be next gen, and they were like, no, it's 360 and PS3, I think. So I'm just like, all right, I'll pick it up. It's delayed to when again?
The second quarter of 2014.
Damn.
Which is probably be summer.
No, spring.
Well, it's probably more like early summer.
Why not?
Well, I mean, because it says quarter two.
Well, I'm gonna assume they moved it back because I'm reading it here. It says spring 2014. So.
Well, all it says on Wikipedia would be quarter two, 2014. So that could mean anything.
That's what quarter. Isn't that what quarter? Isn't spring quarter two technically?
I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Who fucking cares?
Excuse me.
The point is,
I'm professional. Yeah, I think the reason why they moved it back is just because I know Assassin's Creed 4 comes out this month, and they were like, we don't want two games to compete, because that always happens with Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Where, like they'll have two big games, and then one will overtake the other. So they're just like, fuck. Why do we make two big games in the same goddamn month? I mean, why do we release them?
I don't really know.
Yeah, you were getting on to Final Fantasy.
Yeah, which Eidos or Eidos. I don't fucking know how to pronounce the damn names. They got too many fucking weird ass names these days.
It's just Eidos.
Eidos Square said that they wouldn't mind having Eidos develop a Final Fantasy title. Now I want to say something real quick. I don't think. Okay. I think what they mean is like, okay, wait. It's not clear what they mean. Like whether a main title or like a spin-off.
It's probably not going to be a main
Probably
title.
not. But I wouldn't be opposed to either.
Alright. I'll actually agree with you there because Deus Ex is good. Eidos makes good games and Deus Ex is a great game. And I would love to see fucking their take on a Final Fantasy game. Has a Western company ever done a Final Fantasy?
No.
I don't think so.
They'd be the first.
No, they didn't make the first. They published it maybe, but they didn't make it.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
The first Final Fantasy is not made by a Western company. What are you talking about?
I never said that.
You said wait. What did you say? Maybe I
I
misheard
said
you. You said
they'd
maybe
be the first.
Oh, my bad. May as in this may be the first.
No. I said they'd be the first to make a to make a Final Fantasy game.
Jesus.
Okay. They'd be the first Western developer to make a Final Fantasy game.
No, I get you. I'm just like surprised. Like, wow, I can't fucking hear today.
No, you can't.
Never mind. Yeah, shit. I'm up for that.
I mean, I'm
I'm just amazed. I'm just curious. Like, what could they bring to the table?
probably something better than what Square could do now.
Well, yeah. I don't really give a shit about like Final Fantasy anymore. The only Square game I've had like interest in recently is like Bravely Default, and that's like a 3DS game.
And
It's on one of those not Final Fantasy games that Square Enix sometimes makes, where it's clearly Final Fantasy, but they're like but it's not, but they don't call it that.
yeah, Square is kind of stupid these days.
Square is just weird. But yeah, Bravely. If you've ever seen that game, Bravely Default looks really good and it's really great.
It's also
music.
stupid and dumb.
Shut up! It's supposed to come out. It's stupidly good. It's supposed to come out at the end of the November, I think. Here.
AKA never.
No. It came out like everywhere else but here, because Europe will. That's the weird thing about like JRPGs. Like Europe will get like Last Story and like Xenoblade Chronicles or whatever.
RPGs are dumb. Let's go play platformers and
we-
first-person shooters and
No.
sports games.
Not a lot of RPGs interest me, admittedly, but usually there's always gonna be like one every generation or so that's like, yeah, I'm up for that.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 15 is the one that's interesting me the most right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because, it looks good.
She looks
so.
pretty.
I mean, it still looks pretentious in the whole, hey, Latin names sort of thing, but...
Who cares? At this point, I've just accepted Final Fantasy for what it is.
Yeah, but I still think it's kind of stupid by this point. But whatever.
Whatever.
So now we're going to talk about pumpkins.
And then there's like Kingdom Hearts 3 where they have like... Well, okay, I didn't know this. They haven't done shit about... They haven't actually developed much shit for that game.
No, because it's still very early.
Jesus. Like, what have they been doing this whole
I
time?
don't know. They've been working on...
Making 800 Kingdom Hearts 1 remakes?
Well, I see his thing. I don't know
Re-releases.
how many employees work at Square. I mean,
They're a big company. They gotta have a lot. They managed to make so many games a year.
didn't they have like layoffs?
Maybe? That hasn't really hindered them much as far as I know. They still got they have like fucking... They release more of like Final Fantasies than like other games. There's like fucking five Final Fantasies every 2 years.
Actually, well, not main games.
Well, of course, but like they're still big games. They're Final Fantasy.
I'm checking. Okay, so they have 3,000,
Jeez.
but I don't know, because you have to understand that the people who usually work on Kingdom Hearts are working on Final Fantasy 15. So maybe they're going back and forth. I don't fucking know.
I suppose.
I mean,
It's just kind of an odd thing where it's like they'll make so many Kingdom Hearts spin-offs, but for some reason 3 was on the back burner for so long. Like, what?
because Square is stupid and retarded as shit.
Square doesn't make any sense.
This is the
I'm not even
same
sure if it's a
company
Square decision.
that
or,
refuses to remake Final Fantasy 7 because
like no, everybody would get mad at that, and they know that. They're just like, we're not going to do it. We're not going to risk it.
their get out of jail free card right there. That would save.
Who the fuck? Okay,
never
they're gonna do that, and they're gonna and some fucking fan or whatever is gonna find one thing wrong, and then it's just
one
over.
fan. You just said one fan. One fan is not gonna make the whole world explode.
You know what? It's fucking Final Fantasy. You know how crazy they are about 7? One guy had to say something. This is wrong, and then everybody just fucking goes up in uproar.
Any remake's gonna get that.
Well, yeah, of course. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's why they don't want to do it. Final Fantasy VII's like one of the motherfuckers. They don't want. That's the one thing you can't mess up. That's not something you. That's a mistake you don't want to make.
So then there will never be a remake, and then fans will always be bitchy about it. Fans are gonna bitch anyway.
See,
so
that's why you don't
remake
listen to fans.
I mean,
Because fans don't know what they want ever.
so then you might as well remake it then.
Because At the
'Cause-
same time, Square's retarded. I don't know. I don't really. I'm not gonna pretend to understand Square's logic on this, or like there's probably some financial reason why they won't do it. But yeah.
They have really no financial reason because it would give them a shit fuck of money back.
Wait. Well, how well did I know they ported 7 to like PSN? How much did that sell? I'm assuming it sold well.
I heard it didn't do too well. Actually, let me check.
It didn't. Wow. What the fuck?
You have to understand this.
If it didn't do too well, that's surprising.
I heard it's not even like good right now. Hold on, I'm trying to find.
How do you fuck up a port of 7?
Hold on.
That's one good thing about PSN. Usually their ports are always really, really good.
Wait. I'm not thinking today. Are you saying PSN or PC?
No, PSN.
Oh,
it was a PC
I
Final
don't,
Fantasy
I don't
7
know.
port? I never knew that.
I mean, maybe. But
wait, no, there was never a 7 port for PC.
wait, yeah,
It's
there
like-
was.
Really? What the hell?
Dude, duh.
I never noticed.
Dude, here's the thing. It was released 2 times for the PC.
The
Yeah,
hell?
it was
Wow.
first released in '98 for Windows.
Wow. Was that any good?
No, and then they
Oh, jeez.
and then they released it again, in 2012.
Was that any good?
No, it was all DRM and it had the same shit, but even worse.
Wow.
Like, okay,
That's bad.
imagine. Okay, for the PC port, they did not have the original samples, so all it was those cheap MIDI samples that you find like at VGMusic.com.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. So okay. So so One Winged Angel. You know the whole cool.
Yes, I like that song.
It's here's what you hear.
Ugh.
It's
How do you get worse than the PlayStation 1? You could jump to the PC.
because MIDI.
What the fuck,
okay,
Square?
MIDI on the PC doesn't work in the same way. Because
I know, so I'm saying, like, how you so retarded that you don't fix that? Because you
This is
know
Square.
that's different. Well, then in that case, do you really want a 7 remake from them?
well, then get someone
'Cause, I
else
mean, I
to
don't
do
care
it.
about 7 that much, but, like, I know there are plenty of people who do.
I mean, here's the thing: Final Fantasy VI is buggy as shit, but it's still fun.
Did they remake 6? I think they did, yeah.
Well, they re-released it for the
Yeah,
Game
well,
Boy
that,
Advance, but it was but they didn't
buggy?
really
How
fix
the
up any of the glitches.
How the fuck?
This is Square.
They're that lazy?
Yes,
Jesus.
they're lazy and stupid, but I mean, the games are still marginally fun, or at least the older ones.
Usually, I don't, like I've said, I really don't care about Final Fantasy, but like, excuse me, aside from like maybe 1 or 2 of the main series. I like all the Bravest, I guess. That was kind of a neat game. That's what Bravely Default is technically the spiritual successor of.
Yeah. Well, I don't care. So anyway,
Who knows? What's next on the fucking agenda? You want to talk about Bee and Puppy Cat?
yeah, it's a stupid fucking show.
There's plenty of people who, if they ever listen to this, so nobody, if they ever listen to this, will defend the hell out of the show, and that's fine. I can see why people like it.
I can't, honestly.
I can because.
Okay, explain.
Alright, it's just like people love weird 20-something characters that say dumb things. That's pretty much it. It's part of the appeal of Adventure Time. I'm not saying Adventure Time is all that, but I'm saying it has some of those qualities.
I mean, Adventure Time is a good show, but I want consistent humor now. I miss that.
Yeah, AT is like it's because there's so many people. Because you know that they deal with Adventure Time. There's like several different storyboarders, and they all do different episodes.
Yeah.
And because of that, it's super inconsistent. So there will be some episodes that are like, wow, that was really great, or they focus on plot, or they focus on just being funny. And then it's just all over the place where like some episodes are really great, and some episodes are just like, wow, well, who the hell did this one? Or some episodes are just kind of like in the middle, like, eh.
Well, that's every single cartoon ever.
No, because there's a lot. It's a weird new world we're living in when it comes to cartoons, where it's like, because back then, like say Dexter's Lab, there's only like what, like maybe 5 storyboarders that like write shit.
Wait. How many storyboarders does AT have?
A lot, actually. They shift a lot because a lot of them work on other shows,
Okay,
and then and some of them quit to make their
so
own
that
shows.
makes sense. All right.
Yeah, they shift around a lot, and I want to say there was 10 at some point.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I might be wrong, but
why do you have to?
I know there's a lot. I know there's a lot more than what used to be the standard.
Promise me we'll only have no more than 5 for any of our shows. Because
we'll see. It depends on the show, but
yeah, but you know what I mean.
Because I remember SpongeBob. The old episodes are written by 3 people, and just usually that 3 people over and over again.
Which is fucking perfect.
And yeah, and because of that, a lot of those were usually the best episodes.
And the only good ones because.
Well, no, there were some episodes in the earlier 3 seasons that were written by maybe 2 of those 3 people, or just different writers altogether, or just one of them. It depended. It depends. I think the third season is when it was the most consistent.
I don't know. I'm being an ass.
With AT, a lot of them the 3 big names kind of quit. Ian J. Quarterly. Is that his name? Something like that. He was a dude I used to really like. He helped with an internet show called Knock Force, and he was a storyboarder on Venture Bros and Secret Mountain Fort Awesome, which is terrible, but I like him, so I'll forgive him for that. And Adventure Time. And now he's trying to get a new show out called Lakewood Plaza Turbo, and it looks really fucking good. The pilot might be somewhere on the internet. If I remember, back in May of this year, Cartoon Network released a bunch of pilots for that show, Steven Universe, and some other shit. And for some weird reason, they immediately took them back down, as if they weren't supposed to be up, but it was on their main website, so it was kind of confusing. So I don't know if it was an intentional leak, or they just fucked up, or whatever. But yeah, you can probably find the pilots, somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah,
half the time, when it comes to those leaks, it's usually done on purpose. The other time, it's
I'm assuming so.
Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense sometimes. Especially with those grainy, shaky camera leaks. Those are fake.
Yeah.
You'd have to be a special.
But in this case, it was full, perfect, HD rips leaks. And it was it was on their it was on their main website. You can go see it, and then it was there for the day. The next day it was just gone. It was what? It was just odd.
Well, in that case, it's kind of hard to tell if it was done on purpose or not.
Yeah, I want to say it was an accident, but
with me, it's a little bit of both. But yeah, with that what's that stupid show called again?
Describe it for me.
The one we're about to talk about.
Oh, Bee and Puppy Cat.
Yeah, it's.
Well, that's not a part of the CN pilots.
Well, wait. I just want to talk about.
Okay, so Bee and Puppy Cat is a part of Cartoon Hangover, right?
I guess.
Cartoon Hangover is the YouTube channel of the animation company Frederator, who's made who's worked on Fairly Odd Parents, My Life's Teenage Robot, Chalk Zone, and now currently Adventure Time.
That explains a lot, actually.
Yeah, exactly. And then they produce shows on their channel, Cartoon Hangover, which is Bravest Warriors, which is created by the same guy who made Adventure Time, Pendleton Ward. And then another show called Super Fuckers, who's made by, I forgot his name, but he's the guy who made that weird, kind of creepy comic, American Elf, if you've ever read that.
No.
Don't ever read that. Also,
I will now.
Probably, and then you'll be weirded out, and then you'll get mad at me because I told you not to read it.
You said I should read it, Ahmad.
That is why I said that.
But I don't know. Anyway,
But yeah, Bean Puppy Cat is created by Natasha Alighieri, right? She was a boarder on Adventure Time for a while, and then she quit to work on this. And then Bean Puppy Cat was part of the initial pitch for Cartoon Hangover. It had a what was it an 11-minute pilot made, but it was split into 2 parts, so that's why I was kind of confused for a second. Yeah, and then the point was to vote on it. And then so now, recently, I'm not sure if the Kickstarter ended yet, they had a Kickstarter to fund it for a full series. Or at least like 6 episodes, yeah. And I appreciate what she was going for, because it's supposed to be like kind of like a magical girl parody kind of thing, where it's like, I like how it looks. It's got like the Sailor Moon aesthetics. That's nice. But humor wise, yeah, it doesn't come together.
It's
like the worst bits of Adventure Time kind of stitched together. And there's some gems in there. I laughed at the part where like the puppy cat tells you to use a sword like a sword. I was like, okay, that's funny. But otherwise, it's just like this girl bumbling around, and it's really disjointed, and it doesn't work.
I mean, I couldn't get past like maybe 5 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Because it's retarded as shit. It's not very good, so I honestly don't like it.
All right.
I give it my 0
I don't
out
like
of 5.
it either, but it's more like indifference rather than just like me. I guess I'll say I'm indifferent to it rather than just me flat out disliking it.
I don't like it at all, so it's just stupid to me.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, if someone likes it, that's great, but I don't really like it. I don't really want to like it because of like I tried
because you hate everything.
Like I tried to watch it and try to like get into it, but it just falls short.
Alright, fair enough.
Anyway,
there's like weird intrigue because you saw the whole thing, right?
No.
Wait, what part?
Did
you just see the first part?
I saw the. I guess. I mean, I don't know what I saw. That's the thing. See, here's the thing. That's how disjointed the whole show is. I don't know what part I saw. I don't think it even matters.
Well, just like describe it, I guess.
I mean, the last scene I saw was when they got in those suits, and then they were, consoling this meteor, I think.
Oh yeah, like a giant fish thing.
I guess. I don't even know what it was. By that point, I was just not even paying attention, and they were just being all, "Do you want some milk?"
Yeah, that was the second episode.
Yeah.
The second part of the first. It's fucking weird. I really don't get why they split it. But yeah, the second part of the first episode. I guess I'm assuming why they split it is just because to see if people would watch it after the first part.
And apparently people did, but then they probably stopped.
And people did. Did the Kickstarter do well?
I don't know.
Let me check on that shit.
I did not. I don't pay attention.
Yeah, I mean, I don't either. The last time I paid attention to a Kickstarter, which was recently with fucking Hyper Light Drifter. Kickstarter. Oh, they got 14 days to go, and they're about 200,000 short of their 600,000 goal. They might not. Unless, like, because I've seen some shit where it's like they're not gonna make it, and they just do it, and it's just like, oh, okay. If they do make it, it'll just be barely.
Yeah, and then it's still gonna fail
at the most.
Ultimately. So yeah, that.
Yeah, people seem to like it.
Huh?
I guess not enough to pay for it, but you know.
Wait, hold on, say that again.
No, so people seem to like it.
Well, see, here's the thing: it's very niche, so it's not going to be very viable in a business.
It appeals to one part, because like one thing about Adventure Time, a lot of people like it. It's kind of like this. It's almost like Harry Potter and like Star Wars has like a universal charm to it.
Yeah.
Because I'll meet kids, they love it. I'll meet adults, they like it, and I'll meet teenagers, and they like it. Like everybody likes it. And then being Puppy Cat, it's more like I want to say like the young adult section who likes Adventure Time and likes it for like the quirkiness. You know what I mean?
Like the college student.
Yeah, yeah.
Quirky aspect.
Awkward 20-something.
Reddit. Imgur.
Tumblr.
Yellow swag. Butts. I don't know. As you can tell, I've been saying butts more often. I don't know why.
Butts. It's a fun word to say.
But
Um,
it's fun. I'm sorry.
One last thing that's like about being puppet cat that just kind of got on my nerves. She has like, since you didn't see the first part, you would know. She has like a black guy. I'm assuming he's a black guy love interest, but he's like white. He's like a white mohawk or some shit. And like he blushed, and like they blushed for a second, and then like he blushes. And I know this is gonna be like the fucking nitpickiest thing ever, but just like black people don't blush like that. I'm just gonna say that.
Yes, they do. I would know.
No, they don't.
I'm gray.
I would know.
I would know. I'm gray.
Like those gray blobs from like that one Fairly Odd Parents episode.
Oh God.
The Greys.
Brains. Give me your brains.
Oh man, I was watching that the other day.
Yeah, that was a good song. Honestly, it's a good song. I mean, you can listen to it anytime. It'd still be fun.
Oh, of course. It's even better, but it's even better to watch it in the show because it has context and it's perfect.
But even then, it's still fun. You know, even without context. 'Cause it's.
I'm about to watch that episode later.
I'm gonna get that on CD.
CD. I remember CDs.
They still have them, you butt.
Is it like? Well, I know people still buy CDs. People still buy fucking records. That's actually like become like a thing now.
Yeah, because hipsters.
Well, yeah. Well, there's some people who like aren't hipsters and just like owning a record.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still very niche. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just pointing out.
It's a growing niche, I'll say.
Maybe, probably. I don't know. I see.
Because there's been stores that might open up that should like just do that, and this is like, wow, that's kind of surprising. And it'll be like of newer songs too.
I don't really
Just
care
have
too much
records made.
for the whole thing.
I mean, I don't either. Because I'm not like a collect. I don't like collect like music and shit. But like, yeah.
I mean that Overclock Remix Mega Man album that just came out. I'll get it on CD because, I mean, it'll probably go out of sale someday.
I don't know. I've fully embraced the fucking digital future. Well, like I like being able to download my music and my games and my books and my movies and whatever straight to my fucking wherever I need it.
And I'm a little bit of both.
Oh yeah, there's some things where it's like books. I mean, I've downloaded some books, but mainly just for school. If it's just like a book I want to read for fun, I would just get the physical copy.
Yeah, I mean with me, I'm a little okay. When it comes to music, I kind of like having the actual CD, so I can rip it in high quality format. I don't hate MP3s,
Of course, I get you.
But I'd like to have like you know how FLAC is kind of like the PNG of music. So
I haven't really seen it. Oh, then yeah, I guess it is like the PNG of music. I haven't seen it used much.
yeah, but I mean, well, at least PNGs are used often in web design.
Well, nowadays they are. So I guess if your analogy is correct, at some point, FLACs will become a major thing.
Well, not really, but I mean, I'm talking about just how okay, FLAC to me is like the CD version of like music right now in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. I mean, it's like having it like a digital CD, except in multiple tracks. But actually, you could put them on one file, which is stupid, but whatever.
Right.
I don't get why people do that, but
because I don't know, people are weird. People are just weird about audio. I don't know shit about audio, so yeah.
Because you're stupid and dumb and ugly and fat and ugly.
Well, jeez.
Oh darn.
Oh boy.
Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
It's the way the Halloween candy crumbles. I don't have a good joke. Goodbye.
There's a coming. No, I'm kidding. We're still gonna go. Actually, we should talk about Halloween because this is a Halloween episode.
Halloween is the day where people fucking, I don't know, get candy.
Let's talk about Halloween
razor blades
memories.
and candy.
Let's talk about Halloween memories.
Okay.
I remember when I was a kid.
I don't like any.
My friend Brendan and I and some other guy that I don't remember his name and I never met him before that, but who cares? We went out to trick or treating and my friend Brendan, he had
This was last year. Okay.
Yeah, it was last year when I somehow managed to drive all the way from here for like an hour and a half drive to no, because that's too fucking far. Uh, he he dressed up as Darth Vader, but he couldn't afford to get a decent suit, so he had these hockey shoulder pads. So he inadvertently went as a hockey playing Darth Vader. I mean,
Sounds pretty hype.
I mean his cape covered the pads, but you could tell, yeah, your shoulders are not that broad, Darth.
Either that or he was like Sigma from like fucking Mega Man X.
What the
You know, with face paint.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I think Sigma did have. Yeah, he did have face paint.
No, it's been ever since I played that game.
Sigma's like in every X game. He's one of those villains who are just like, I'm back again! Mega Man's just like, fuck.
I mean,
What a fucking surprise that was.
that's really every video game ever, at least classic style.
Yeah, but like, most video games aren't like that blatant about it.
Well, in that case, who cares? It's funny. I guess. I don't know. I'm not a Ultraman fan, so
Like, the Japanese hero?
I was making fun of Mega Man, you dumb butt.
Shut up.
Anyway,
Mega Ultraman. Mighty Number 9. That's another good Kickstarter that I'm glad that made its funding in like no time. The ultimate Robot Master.
that would be hilarious to have a robot master named Rockman.
Rockman?
Yeah, it would be funny.
There already is a Robot Master named Rockman.
Okay, so then it's fun. Dude,
And his name is Mega Man.
yeah, but I'm talking about for Mighty.
Mighty Number 9? No, they have like, they don't have like man names. They just have like
But
they just have like names.
I was trying
and,
to tell a
like,
joke,
like,
and you ruined it.
No, I gotta explain it so your joke is ruined.
No, it's done. It's over. It's done. Just
They have like designation.
good. I'm out.
This is
I'm
this
out.
this
I'm
is
out
the
of here.
true
I'm never
horror of
coming back.
Halloween, a friendship ending.
I'm never coming back.
Okay, I guess I'll just end the
No,
episode.
okay. Yeah, it's your turn. Talk about a Halloween memory so we can end this episode and go masturbate.
Alright, one time, I used to be a fat kid, so I wore like a fucking ninja costume. And the ninja costume like split in the butt area, so I had to like go home. I had to go home and like put on I had to like put on jeans or some shit. And then, so I was basically a ninja in jeans.
Ahmad,
A tubby ninja
Ahmad?
in jeans.
I
Yes.
have some bad news for you. You're still fat.
Yeah. I'm like opposite fat. I'm just like fucking. I'm at a different point in my life. I'm editing that out.
Here's the thing: you will always be fat and ugly.
Well, you know.
I know everything.
Sometimes
'cause
you can't
I'm-
change things. Like
I don't know. Anyway, do we have anything else to talk about?
no. Bye!
Just end it right there. No. Halloween favorite movies.
I don't have any.
Me neither. I remember liking as a kid Hocus Pocus.
Like, I like that Casper one. I guess. Remember that gritty Casper game they made for the PlayStation 2?
No.
Yes, that happened. What the fuck was it called?
Casper, the gritty game.
That's probably what it was called, too.
Gritty Casper.
It might have just been called Casper.
Starring Mel Brooks.
Casper Spirit Dimensions. I found it.
That sounds like fucking stupid. Is it like literally like gritty and edgy and stuff?
I remember watching the commercial and he was fighting like fucking robots and shit. And I was just like, what the hell is this? And they were like mecha. It's like the oddest thing I've ever seen.
What the fuck?
Also, it's developed by the guys who made the really shitty Aquaman game.
Oh, that explains so much now. Okay.
Why the hell would you make this?
Because white people.
I guess.
White people are weird.
I'm looking at the cover right now, and he's just like angrily shooting fireballs like he's some kind of
Oh
badass.
God, send that to me.
Here you go.
Send it to me faster. Send it to me faster. Faster, send it to me.
I'm gonna do it even slower.
You butt.
Here you go.
It looks bad.
Sure does. It's 2001 PS2 for you.
It looks terrible. Why would you look at this?
Because people have no common sense.
But why would you look at this?
I didn't buy this.
But you looked at it.
I just remember like one day just seeing commercial for it when I was like 7. I was just baffled by like, what the fuck am I looking at?
But here's the thing: you looked at it, therefore you contributed to the problem.
I looked, therefore I am.
I think. I masturbate, therefore I am.
Spoopy.
Spooky, scary assholes.
My new porn title: Spooky, Scary Assholes.
And it just shows a bunch of like clay skeletons having sex, and like the male skeleton has a